Today we got LeBron James gets exposed for having no bag. Bro, y'all think Bron don't got no bag for real, bro? I don't think I don't think LeBron doesn't have a bag. I think Bron does have a bag, but this shit should be a good one. If you new to the channel, bro, hit that sub button, bro. If you like content like this, bro, hit the sub button. You know, it helps the channel out a lot, bro. Let's get straight into the vid, my nigga.
All-time leading scorer, it's complicated because he's not a guy who's a 3-level scorer. He's not a guy that's going to hit you with a move, stop on a dime, pull up two. LeBron's game is built
that's
on...
why no one puts him right into that.
LeBron's game is built on force, power above anything else. He wills himself.
This the same dude who was getting cooked by Bron. I ain't gonna lie. I done seen Bron, like, bro, I'll fuck around and find a clip so I can put it in for y'all. Let me remember this timestamp, 114. Bro, he was getting fried by LeBron saying he has no bag. I'm not saying LeBron has the best bag in the world, but my man's right here. Bro, you're the last person to say LeBron doesn't have a bag. Come on, bro.
Up to the basket.
Those are just great signs of a new culture here.
Backing him down. LeBron on Brooks into the lane, leans in.
Morant has James, 7 to shoot. LeBron looking to back down, get physical, leans over Morant, banks in.
You know what I mean? Karl Malone wasn't doing in and out crossover step backs, but he's all time. He's up there too. He's like 3rd or 3rd or 4th on the scoring list.
Right.
But his game has never been a sexy score. When you think of that, you think of the fadeaway. You think of the post up. You think of, you know, mid range for one. Being able to get to a spot on the floor and hit a game winner. Bag work.
When LeBron don't have the sexiest game, I'm not scared to admit that shit. As a LeBron fan, I can tell y'all that myself. LeBron does not have the sexiest game. When you think of like a sexy game, you think of like a Kobe, a Mike, you know what I mean? Kyrie Irving, you know, it's something that looks pretty. I'm not saying LeBron games looks ugly. His game looks ugly, but it's not the prettiest game. You know, most of it is brutal physicality, you know, but as he's getting older, he is adding more shit to his bag because he's not as athletic. But to say he has no bag is like absolutely egregious. I think LeBron does have a bag for surely.
Looking at the best scorers in NBA history, their point totals, points average, playing the finals, those things, of course, they matter and they're taken into account. But looking at a player's overall offensive skill set, putting the ball in the basket, what matters to a lot of fans is that player's bag and how they get their points. Is it brute force, back you down, throw an elbow, get a layup, or is it more finesse, more refined, a bunch of pivots, fadeaways, up and unders, the more refined aspects of basketball that make a player more aesthetically pleasing.
Lakers in the attacking 47 with a couple of minutes into the second quarter. Short-handed Laker team.
Now he comes at Markkanen, blow by.
Joseph is on LeBron James. Let's see what LeBron has up his sleeve. A running shot hits the side of the backboard.
LeBron has no bag.
Y'all drunk as fuck. Y'all can't show these clips and then say Bron has no bag, because I can show y'all some Jordan clips of him doing some bullshit. Come on, bro. Let's make this shit logical. I'm gonna keep it, y'all know I'm gonna keep it thorough and real with y'all. I'm never sugarcoating shit. I am for the people, but I gotta speak my mind. To say he don't got no bag and then show these clips, bro, I can go cherry pick Jordan's bag clips. Come on, bro. Like, I don't agree with this. Like, come on.
In the entire bag debate, there's basically two camps. On one hand, some fans having a bag, it matters above all else. Having a bag being aesthetically pleasing is the most important thing to them when gauging offensive player and how great they are on an NBA court. On the flip side, some fans say having a bag doesn't matter and having skill moves, counters, up and unders, that to them means nothing. For me personally, it's quite simple. Having a bag isn't everything, but for the great players, cream of the crop players, having a bag can take you over the top, make you an even greater player. And looking at the all-time scoring list, certain guys who don't have a bag rank higher on that list than other guys who are more offensively talented. For example, Karl Malone almost cracked 37,000 points. Someone like Dirk didn't even reach 32K. If you ask any fan nowadays who watch both those players, knows those players, Dirk pretty easily had the better offensive bag than the more skilled offensive player and scorer. Yeah. Look at someone like Shaq on the all-time scoring list, he ranks 11th all time. Hakeem Olajuwon is 16th. Nobody.
Does that take away from the player though for not having like a bag necessarily? Like, I'm asking y'all a genuine question. I'm not saying it does or doesn't, but I gotta ask y'all, does that take away from a player if they don't got a bag? Like, he's about to mention Shaquille O'Neal and Hakeem Olajuwon and how Shaquille O'Neal has more points without a bag, but Hakeem has a dangerous bag. Matter of fact, that's a good question. Who y'all think better all time, Hakeem or Shaq? I gotta ask that too. But like, does that take away? That don't take away nothing from Shaquille O'Neal. He was just athletically gifted. Now y'all can go into the hypotheticals. What if he wasn't athletically gifted? I mean, if he wasn't athletically gifted, my buddy, he wouldn't be in the league. But that's not the case with LeBron, though. You get what I'm saying? LeBron, it has a combination of skill and brutality, bro, and physicality. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody who knows the game would say Shaq, hey, deeper back than Hakeem Olajuwon, was a more skilled offensive player. But at the end of the day, Shaq all time has more points. Again, the stats and numbers, they do matter to a certain degree, but watching the players play, their skill, their quote-unquote bag, that also matters.
LeBron scored more than any.
Bro, I don't agree that that necessarily matters. Like, what aspect are we talking about that matters? Like I said, bro, I'm gonna speak my mind, bro. I don't care if nobody like it, bro. I don't care if one of y'all in this video, if y'all don't like my take, bro, I don't care. I'm gonna be real. But like, think about what Giannis. You can't discredit him as a player because he necessarily has no bag. People try to say he can't shoot threes, right? He can't shoot the three-pointer. But nobody's stopping him from getting past the three-point line. Nobody's stopping him from getting to the hoop and scoring. Why do he have to settle for threes if he get easy twos playing against a bunch of fucking kids down the hole? It shouldn't take nothing away from me. So that's where I get a little upset about this shit. And we talk about Bron, but I'm more talking about in general right now. Like, I don't like taking away from players who necessarily don't have a bag. I get the jump shot shit a little bit, and I only get the jump shot shit if you're a smaller player, like under 6'6". But as a center or a bigger, like 6'7" and up, bro, like, what do you really like? You get what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Anybody, guys. All right. If you're talking about the aesthetic, then you're going to go off someone that looks like they're a more polished scorer, who's more skilled on the offensive scoring side. For instance, LeBron has scored more points than Kevin. Kevin can score in a much more variety of ways than LeBron.
Yeah.
You can argue with the wall, but that's just the truth. LeBron doesn't have half the offensive bag that Kevin has. He's been a freight train his whole entire career. You know what I mean? Karl Malone wasn't doing in and out crossover step backs, but he's all time. He's up there too. He's like 3rd or 3rd or 4th on the scoring list.
Right.
So, stopping that right there very quickly, when it comes to LeBron James having a bag, I guess you could say he does have one, but compared to the elite offensive scorers in league history, LeBron's bag isn't nearly as deep. If you want a modern-day comparison, LeBron James is almost a more skilled Giannis or Karl Malone who shoots threes.
Did he just say LeBron James is a more skilled Giannis? Fair enough. I ain't gonna say that's a terrible take. The more I think about it, it ain't a bad take. I ain't gonna say it's a bad take. Now, I think LeBron's a way better passer than Giannis. Giannis is a good playmaker, but I think LeBron's a way better passer, and definitely he's way more skilled. Way more skilled. So like this, we got to level head that first. Like, definitely he said it, but it's like slip. Like, you got to emphasize that one. He's way more skilled than Giannis.
Those players, great scorers, but having a bag of ton of offensive moves, those guys really didn't have that. And looking at LeBron's game, you basically get two things. First off, 30-foot threes, fadeaways, heat checks. LeBron in this era loves doing that. The second thing, back you down, bully you, and bulldoze you to the rim from easy two. In my view, not the most skilled thing, but still pretty effective. Now, for LeBron James in these debates, his fans, they'll say he's the greatest scorer in league history because he scored 40,000 points. To me, that's completely idiotic, as looking at someone like Jordan, off the stats, numbers, especially the eye test, this guy's bag of tricks, his moves, was far more advanced than LeBron James at any point in his career.
There it is, Jordan. Down low it comes to Michael, his turnaround jump.
I get how he's comparing that with Jordan and shit. I'm not fond of Jordan. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Jordan, but I do think Jordan's one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest. My thing is, my rebuttal to that though is y'all comparing a pass first player to who y'all think the greatest scorer of all time. And that's a pass first player has the most points in NBA history. We can say longevity all you want. Men lie, videos lie, numbers don't. And I'm not even saying my guy right here is lying, but we just got to speak the facts and the truth are in the numbers. Now there's context to that truth. I'm not taking away any of that. But LeBron definitely has the most points of all time while being considered a pass first player. A lot of people like to compare LeBron to Michael Jordan. I think LeBron's more so of like like he said, like a freight train. He's more like a Magic Johnson transition, you know, dishing out shit, you know. And the fact that he has the most points in NBA history, that says a lot, bro.
Posting up against Dumars. Look at the defense. They've got Jordan posted over Robert. Jordan up top.
Under a minute to play now, 45 seconds to be exact, as Jordan works his way towards the baseline, as they did Friday night. Jordan.
Here's Jordan.
And explain to me this, y'all. We got to define a bag. Because some of us younger players and some of us younger viewers who watch the game think a bag is more so of Kyrie Irving doing high pickups between the legs behind the back. Do y'all think a bag is like that? Or do y'all think a bag is like this? Because what Michael Jordan is doing right now is that he's getting to his spots. That's all he's doing. And I like that. That's how I play now when I'm in college. Simplify my game. And I think that's really elite and really professional to do. Now, a lot of players and people my age think bag work is what Kyrie Irving got. And Kyrie Irving got a bag. Don't get me wrong. It's like tools in his arsenal for sure. But like MJ's bag is just in the mid range. He can finish obviously at the rim, but so can Bron. It's like, what bag are we talking about when it comes to MJ? He has a good post up. Yes, he does. I think he's a better post up player than LeBron. I think he's a better mid range shooter than LeBron. But like when he's getting to these mid range spots, like we'll go back a little bit. Like, look, when he gets to these mid range spots, it's nothing. He's not really shaking the defender.
As they did Friday night. Jordan.
It's just a 1-2 dribble pull up. That's all.
Hawkins tried to slow Jordan.
And yeah, Jordan makes it look simple because Jordan's awesome. The fuck, Jordan's good. Jordan's like that. But I just gotta say, like, what do we define bag work down below? Comment that down below because I need to know, because Jordan's game is very simple. And I know a lot of people have different definitions in their head of what bag work is. Y'all let me know down below, because Jordan makes this shit look simple, and it is simple. It's a lot of 1-2 dribble pull-ups. Every time I watch Jordan highlights, he don't take more than 3 dribbles. That's what I really like love about Michael Jordan though, is that he has no wasted movements. And if you're a young player, I would say model your game after him, but he's a really explosive and his dribbles are different than a regular person's dribbles. Like if you play basketball, you know exactly what I'm talking about. His explosiveness is like, you're always on your toes as a defender guarding Michael Jordan. Same with LeBron. So me taking the dribble and Michael Jordan taking the dribble is he's creating way more space off his dribble. Just purely off of how explosive his dribbles are and the defender's mind on knowing how explosive he is and how quick he is to get past you.
And it would have been the case for a mere mortal, but not for the man they call E.T.
For someone like Michael Jordan, he passed the eye test with flying colors, and look at the numbers, they also back up MJ in the greatest scorer in league history. And watching MJ's absolute peak, 1990 and 91, this guy as a jump shooter was simply unreal. Michael Jordan 91, 46.6%. 1990, a staggering 51.
And I'm assuming these are what, mid-ranges? These percentages?
0.4%, and both those years, 200 plus attempts. For LeBron James' offensive bag, why he's so limited in that area is his jump shot simply isn't that great. Looking at LeBron's postseasons with 200 plus jump shots, there's a total of 8. 2007, below 30%. 2011, 36. 2012, 35. 2013, 37. 2014, 42.6, his absolute highest. 2015, 28.2. 2016, 34.1. And 2018, almost 40%.
I don't want the disappearance of the lost art of mid-range to go away. There's a beauty in that shot.
I'm sorry to tell you, buddy. The lost art in the mid-range has went away. And I can tell you why. Austin Rivers, bro, you were a decent player in the NBA. You were a phenomenal player in high school, and I believe in college. But it is going away, and it sucks. I love the mid-range game because it's very beautiful to watch because you have to orchestrate in the mid-range way more than you do on the three-point line because the three-point line is more open. Now, bro, the mid-range is being lost because bro, we got to keep it real, bro. We have to talk numbers sometimes. In today's game, the mid-range is a inefficient shot. You can't go down and shoot mid-ranges and you got the Warriors coming down shooting 100 threes. You will never win that way. They can miss more than you make and they will still win. It's an inefficient shot. It sucks to say. I hate to say it, but it's just so many people are too good at three-pointers now, bro. It's just they're too good. And that's the game now. It sucks because I guarantee you 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years, nobody's really going to be showing mid-ranges no more, bro. It's going to be straight threes, bro. Y'all have Steph Curry to blame for that.
So in the playoffs get tight, all of a sudden it's all who gets that mid-range.
It's always so funny that people talk about how bad of a shot that is, but for the game winner in the playoffs, it's the only shot you're going to get.
Yeah.
And if your best player doesn't have it, it's tough.
Right.
It's tough. The best guys in terms of finishing a game, the best game-winning guys had the mid-range in their game.
Zellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scores at the buzzer.
Finds Jordan. There it is. Rodman is on him one-on-one. 5 seconds to go. Jordan off the glass. Yes!
So stopping that right there when it comes to the mid-range jump shot is one area a lot of players in this era simply don't possess and don't thrive at. And come playoff time, when guys are sagging off, you're playing up tight, that mid-range jump shot becomes invaluable. As looking at this era, it's basically threes or layups, no in between. Someone like Jordan, Kevin Durant, and Kobe could score at all three levels, and the mid-range was a king of that area. As looking through NBA history, there's been a total of 7 playoff runs ever with 100-plus mid-range makes, and out of the 7, 4 of them belong to Michael Jordan, 1990, 97, 98, and 91. And here's the insane thing. If you look at all those runs based off percentage, Michael Jordan's the only player ever above 50% on that high of volume. Guys like Durant, Kawhi, and especially LeBron James can never reach those heights from the mid-range.
Going right has always been a little like, sometimes my balance is off. Sometimes I don't know if I should fade on the shot or if I should go straight up and down, and it's always kind of fucked with me mentally.
Interesting.
So that right there, looking at MJ's mid-range game, it's simply unreal. And tracking both those years, Jordan almost twice consecutively was above 50% shooting. Looking at LeBron in the postseason, when he's a high-volume mid-range scorer, his percentages are pretty lackluster. 07, 31.8%. 2011, 37%. 2012, 35.9%. 2013, 37.2%. 2015, below 30%. And finally, 2018, nearly 50%.
There's nothing to argue here. We all knew Jordan's a better mid-range shooter than Bron. Is this the whole vid? We knew this. We all agree in the comment section, Jordan is a better mid-range shooter than Bron. We all know this though. Like, come on.
For a lot of younger LeBron James fans, 2018 LeBron to them is the best version of LeBron, especially offensively. And look, you can have that opinion. When it comes to Michael Jeffrey Jordan, comparing offensive skill and offensive bag, Michael Jordan, even versus the best LeBron James, is a notch above. As looking at these two players on jump shots,
I do not think 2018 LeBron is the best offensive LeBron James. I think 2018 LeBron, me personally, this is my personal opinion from what I've seen, just how y'all say what y'all saying. I think 2018 LeBron is the most complete LeBron. Like, he has it. Like, I can't even explain, like, the mind, the game, he had it. In the athleticism, and it wasn't peak athleticism that he had, but it was the best combination of what we seen from LeBron put into one. And I think that was the best LeBron James. But I don't think that's the best offensively LeBron James. I think that might have been in Miami, honestly, me personally.
Michael Jordan, 46.6%. LeBron James 2018, below 40%. Mid-range scoring Jordan, a much higher volume on a better percentage. Fadeaway jump shots, Michael Jordan, 58%. LeBron James, above 50, but not close to MJ. Now here's a shocking one. In the paint scoring, Michael Jordan, 3% better. Post scoring, Michael Jordan, also better on similar volume. And catch and shoot jump shots, Michael Jordan, above 50%. LeBron James, barely above 40%. For the best offensive version of LeBron James as a scorer, he was pretty effective. But here's the catch. Compared to Jordan, simply wasn't as good, as versatile, and as efficient as Mike. That's why in these Jordan-LeBron debates, or these scoring debates, saying who has a deeper bag, someone like Jordan every day of the week is going to win that argument. As looking at MJ at his peak, aesthetically watching the games, had better footwork, was more refined, had counters to your counters, and the NBA Finals was simply untouchable. Someone like LeBron James, a great scorer. The greatest scorer, most skilled scorer, we can't go there. So that right there is the end of the video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
That was a dope vid, bro. That was a dope vid. Comment down below y'all thoughts down below. That was a good video by Brody. Shout out to, I think it's Uncut Hoops. Yeah, he made some valid points. I definitely think Jordan's bag is deeper than Bron's offensively. I think his mid-range is like, that's really the no question right there. There's not really too much to be said here besides I do think LeBron has a bag. I don't think, like, when I think of no bag, I think of Giannis. And then when he had to compare LeBron to Giannis, he had to say a more skillful Giannis. So that's almost implying that LeBron has a bag. Giannis with a bag. What is that? That's gonna do it for this video, man. I love y'all, bro. If you did enjoy this, like I said, bro, hit the like button. I really appreciate you guys. And share your comments and your opinions down below. I'd love to read them. Y'all have a good one, though. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.